Good Monday morning, everybody. I'm Captain Adonis. How is everybody today? We're playing a little Foxhole. Today, I've got to go find a flatbed. Yay! So we're going to go look for a flatbed that somebody's not using. Molo! How are you, my friend? I saw you were up bright and early this morning. Let's see, any flatbeds around anywhere? There's always a flatbed around somewhere that nobody's using. Nice! Let's see. Let's see how the component mine is doing. See if we got any components in there. Yeah, there's 900 in there. It's a pretty good amount. Let's go ahead and grab those while we're sitting right here. Let's top it off some petrol. All petrol tanks are out. We're out of petrol in the tanks. All right. Need petrol. Mine. There we go. Now you're going to demolish your factory and buy it for as much BTS as I can. What's BTS? And why would you demolish your factory? Why don't you just put it up for public use? Just put signs up to say for public use and let people go at it. Battle tanks, okay. Yeah. You got all the special, what do they call it? Special minerals? Alright, let's go find a flatbed. I found one down here, but I didn't have a wrench. Ah. Well, that might be that guy's flatbed there that he was driving. Let's go see if there's one. Here's one right here. This one, like... You know, I would, I don't know that we're shipping anything up to the front, but I would throw it in Discord, buddy, and see if anybody wants it. I need to go get a shipping container. See if I have one in the docks. Not, I'll have to come back and make one. Or check with some of the other factions and see if they might want it. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. Alright, there is... Come on, get in... Oh, there's somebody in the crane. Is there somebody in this crane? Yes, there's somebody in that crane. Okay. Well, I will wait. What is this guy... Oh, he's filling that container. Okay. And what do we got sitting on the ground? Oh, we got a bicycle on the ground. God dang it. I hate these bicycles. PH, what's up, Fee? Now I'm stuck. There we go. Alright. Oh, damn it. And I didn't lock my truck. Alright. Let's get in this. And I need a shipping container. Are you going to go back to Warden? How come? I thought you were all excited about the colonial tanks. Don Funk. Hey, Don, can you move off the pad, please? Thank you, sir. Right. No, you're good. Oh, you're going to make ships. You know, you could join the USNC. They make ships, too. We're actually in coalition with them. But they never give us any assignments except groundwork. So, I don't know. I don't know how much longer the GDMC is going to be around. Everybody's kind of got their own little way of doing things. So, gotcha. Well, it was fun having you while you were here. Oh shit, and there's a container right there. I could have just used that container. But yeah, it was fun. I enjoyed it. I mean, that was a lot of work doing a train. You had like, what, 3 trains at one time? Alright. Let's take all this. Yeah, 3 trains. That's huge. Yeah, it's just one of those things, you know, you like, I would say the difference between the two sides is you gotta know that you like one side over the other. Well, that's awesome. You got 60 advanced material number 4s. And what did that advance? Is that advanced material? Is that what helped you make your battle tank? Oh, what the hell? Well, after this weekend, we didn't really gain too much ground this weekend. Really? See, I live in Montana. And it's snow all over up here, so I am not a big snow person. Especially games that are in the snow. I mean, I just get, the more I play it, the colder I get. Just playing the game. And I know I'm not cold. It's just psychological. Like I can if I'm hot, I will watch an apocalyptic movie about oh shit. That could have been disastrous. About a snowstorm. And I immediately start cooling off. Yeah, you live in the desert, Fee? I don't blame you then. Then that probably helps you out, right? Helps you stay cooler. Yeah, that desert life, you can take that shit. I don't want any of that. I do not like the heat, hence why I live in Montana. I'd rather be in 30 below zero weather than 110. I'm just saying. Uh-uh, uh-uh. Plus, I can't go to Warden's anyway. I've already made an investment. And I have to stay colonial because I made an investment. Now, you guys will see the investment soon enough. I have to get a different headset. Because the headset I'm using, I can't use my investment with. But, yep. I invested some money and I got to stay colonial now. I couldn't change to Wardens even if I wanted to. Maybe someday I'll invest in the Wardens and then I can go back and forth. Oh, I wish. No, man. No. I'll give you a quick sneak peek. Hold on. Unfortunately, I can't wear my headset, which are 7.1 surround sound headset that I paid $350 for. I can't wear them and put that on at the same time. That was my investment. I bought that online, got it. I had my son paint it up, put the captain's bars on it. It's got the officer's stripe in the back of the helmet. Depending on what GDMC does, if it falls apart next war or the war after, especially once Airborne comes out. Once the Airborne comes out, I may join an Airborne regiment, and that's when you take one of the symbols of a deck of cards, whether it be club, spade, diamond, or heart. That depends on which branch of special or well, it's kind of special forces, airborne infantry. Yeah, well, that's the time you got the most time to play, right, Molo? I let my soda get warm, so I had to get a glass of ice. Kazuri, I'm hauling the best stuff there is. I actually probably have close to 2 loads to do today. Yes. Fee, I can't wait. I can't wait for planes. I'm really excited to see what they do and what questions they will answer with the planes. Will there be aircraft carriers? Will there be airborne drops? Will there be airborne drops of supplies? And how would that work? They just drop on the ground? You know, if there's even airborne drops. Or is it just airborne infantry drops? So, you know. Yeah, exactly. Drops of sneaky people, drops of partisans. That's what airborne infantry is all about. One of my favorite lines in Band of Brothers is like, well, what do you have to say about Patton coming to get you? Because you were completely surrounded by the enemy. And he's like, we're airborne infantry. We are always surrounded by the enemy. And we didn't ask Patton for his help. I may be getting a couple of my movies mixed up, but those are good quotes. Good quotes indeed. So today's Monday movie is Close Encounters of the Third Kind. I haven't watched this in a while. The old alien abduction story. Actually, it wasn't an abduction. It was just encounter. So it was physical encounter with, I guess. Because the fourth kind is actually abduction, if I remember right. Oh, yeah? All right, so there's the question. There's the question of the day. Monday's question of the day. Do you believe in aliens? Not illegal aliens. I'm talking extraterrestrial alien life. So everybody can answer on their own and how they want, because I've heard both sides of the argument. And it's also a simple yes or no. You either believe or you don't believe. Or you reserve the right to it be proved to you before you believe. Because to me, that's what makes up a lot of how I believe stuff. It's got to be proved to me first. I will go with the majority rules on certain things, especially on stuff I don't know anything about. But I am not afraid to say I don't know. But that's me. And there are lots of people out there that can't say I don't know. It's just kind of a human nature thing that you've got to have the answer as a human. Well, yeah, you're into wrestling, so yeah, I see where you think you see aliens just in wrestling. Because wrestling's not real, right? I'm just giving you shit, man. No, I totally believe. I believe there's extraterrestrial life. I have never seen any. I've never been witness to any. If I have, I didn't recognize it as such. There is that possibility. I mean, of the unknown always, I go hunting a lot, and I look up at the stars, and I know that each one of those stars is another sun that has planets around it. And if you look up there and know that every dot that you can see, because there are dots out there that the light hasn't even reached us yet, traveling at the speed of light. That's what's really amazing, people. These things have been around long enough for the light to travel at the speed of light to get to Earth for you to see that dot. Okay? Speed of light travels at 186,000 miles per hour. Actually, I take that back. It's 186,000 miles per second. Okay? That's wicked fast. Wicked fast. And some of the light that's out there hasn't even reached us yet. That tells you how immense the galaxy really is. Or, I'm sorry, the universe. Most of the light you see is just in our galaxy. I dare you, if you're not a believer, to go look at some of the Hubble and then look at the James Webb Telescope pictures. They're all open to the public. You can go right to their website and look them up and look at it and see. And there's a great lady on the internet. She works for NASA. She's like the public relations person for NASA, but she explains what's going on, or the technical part of what's going on, or what you're looking at when you see a picture or an image, or, you know, why is this so important? She will explain it in layman's terms, and she's amazing at it. Absolutely amazing at it. I cannot remember her name right off the top of my head, but if you really want to know, just whisper me, DM me, whatever you want to call it, and I will send you the link. I'll find one of her. She's on YouTube. I'll find one of her YouTube shorts and send it to you. So, but I am a firm believer. But like I said, I've never had an encounter myself, and if I did have an encounter, I didn't know about it. I didn't know that's what it was, or that's what I was seeing. Probably because I probably wasn't paying attention well enough, you know, to know that whatever I was looking at. I've seen some strange stuff. I've seen, like, looking up at the stars, I've seen points of light travel from one point to another point to another point in a triangle shape, but that's just something I couldn't explain. I'm not going to say it was extraterrestrial. You know, for it to be extraterrestrial, I have to know that it's not man-made. You know, that could have been a man-made thing. Could have been a drone for all I know. Of course, they didn't have drones back then when I saw it, but regardless. Has anybody seen anything weird? Or encountered anything weird? And there's a difference between what I'm talking about with extraterrestrial life and the supernatural, because I don't believe in the supernatural at all. I know too much about magic and how magic works, and the art of illusion, the art of misdirection, to know that people who have said witness testimony is probably one of the most unreliable testimonies you can come across, because everybody sees something different. They've proven that time and time again in classrooms where somebody runs in, says something, runs out, and everybody's supposed to give a description, and everybody has a separate description, a different description of what that person was, and that's just a person witnessing a person. No, that's funny, but that's not a mystery. If you take biology, you will understand. We're all inherently the same. Men and women are identical except for that one chromosome. So we're all born the same way, like out of the same single melting pot of cells. And then at some point during that creation of those cells, it throws in an extra chromosome and becomes male or female. Now, I'm not trying to offend anybody by saying, oh, there's only 2 genders. There's technically 3 genders. Yeah. Absolutely, Kazuri. That's exactly where I learned it. And for those of you who don't know what he's talking about, that's, yeah. Yes, there are 3. There are 3. If you take a good biology class, they will tell you there are 3. There is male, there's female, and there's both. There's what's called a hermaphrodite, who has male and female genitalia. So that is a third complete gender. There's not many of them. I'm not saying they're like popular, you know, or, you know, holy shit, look at all these paper tanks. What the fuck? Let's just, I mean, obviously there's a train coming. Yeah, I mean, you know, a lot of people, they, but can I reach it from here? I think so. I hope the train doesn't hit that. I don't know why they're taking paper tanks to the front. Not all paper tanks, but... Don't destroy my truck. Okay, good. Far enough away. Good, good, good. God damn. Alright. GDMC. Submit all. GDMC 2. Let's pull one item out. And we're going to put it back. Alright, there. Now both of those are reset. And I think I'm just going to put this away. Because the train's here. Do 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 do. Really? It's locked. You put it in public parking and then you lock it. And I get it. It's just a matter of people forgetting they locked it. Nothing that I know about right off the top of my head. So, oh shit. I got I got a load of stuff coming in. I know Molo is building a battle tank, or he's already got it built. And he's probably looking for a crew, but I think the majority of the people in GDMC said they would be his crew also. So, there is that. But you can always, I mean, Molo's on right now. You can probably see, I don't have anything planned. I tried to get some patrol boats set up for doing some raids, and nobody really got excited about it. So it is what it is, man. I will tell you that if the GDMC goes by the wayside and we decide to just call it quits, then I am going to go and apply for the orcs. The orcs are very active logistics-wise and active on the front. Sweet Tea Paul is a streamer that I watch regularly, and he is part of the orcs, and they always have an operation going on. They're always battling somewhere with multiple people from orcs. So that would be a good one to get involved with. But as far as the GDMC, we're just not quite big enough, and we try to get more people in, and then as soon as we do, the higher ups start failing. Yeah, it's an Alpha Shard. Yeah, the orcs are around. I need a box truck. Oh, did I leave that locked? I did. Let's leave that. Let's unlock that. Let's go find a box truck. There's usually one around here somewhere. There's one right there. There we go. And I'll put it right back. Because obviously somebody over there went, you know, I want these to be mine so I can use them. And I'll be like, yeah, no problem. I'm just going to borrow it. I'll fill it up. Shit, I can't get to any of it. Look at all these tanks going out, artillery guns. Yeah. And they got even more tanks getting ready to go out. Holy shit. So this is the wrong time to be here. With the train being here. So I am going to put this truck back. I'm going to put this truck back, and I'm going to teleport back over to Ashtown. You know what? I should put that inside the truck. There we go. And return home. I don't know if U-Hauls are the way to go in war. I don't think that would be a good way to go. They're kind of bright in color. Get a wrench and a radio. All right, let's see if we can find a flatbed. Well, you just blend in with all the other. All the other U-Hauls. Okay, a couple of box trucks. I don't need a box truck, I need a flatbed. Come on, everybody, where's your flatbeds? All right, let's grab this dump truck. See if I can. This is the dump truck I left here when I picked up my first flatbed. Because I was heading down this road. There's always flatbeds down this road. They park them far enough away. There we go. There's a couple of flatbeds right there. Do. Locked. Now I think if it's still there, we'll go find out. There is a container right by the refinery.
I gotta do the switch and come on.
No, you're fine, man. I'm patient. Hurry up. No, I'm just kidding.
She's gonna take a second to wind up, that's for sure.
Wow, he's hauling a lot of shit. Alright, so when I was over here, there was a container right there. There's nothing in it. Let's box it up. Oop.
I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay. I sleep all
Squidzoid!
night. I put on women's
Squazoid?
clothing and
Squazoid.
hang around in bars.
Squazoid, thank you very much for the follow, my friend. I really appreciate it, and so does the stream. Hello, hello. And how are you on this fine Monday? Unless you're in Australia, then it's Tuesday. Oh, shit. I gotta load it first. So, do you play Foxhole? Squazoid. Alright, yeah, I got another load. Boom, there's 60 more. I'm assuming most people that jump into Foxhole channel are Foxhole players. So if you're not a Foxhole player, by any means, which is okay if you need to know anything about the game, or you wish to know anything about the game, don't hesitate to type it up. I will answer all your questions. Anything that you might have. I am a logistics player. I am considered by some to be a logistics god, and to others just me. I really enjoy this game for the driving, for the... Oh, shit. I gotta fill up with gas first. See, so this is like, it's like being a truck driver. It's like, oh, you go, oh, shit, I need to go over here and deliver this stuff, but I gotta get fuel first. There we go. Refueling. Oh, yep, okay, I'm full. Squazoid. I like that name, Squazoid. I know somebody named Squidzoid. I've met them on stream, which I thought was kind of cool. But so I'm curious about your name. How did you come up with Squazoid? And if I'm not, oh god, see, I don't like this gate at all because it keeps accessing the stupid tanks right there. So as I was saying before, today's Monday Madness movie we are watching is Close Encounters of the Third Kind. God, when was this made? This was in the 80s. It doesn't say. I think it was like in the, I know it was 80s. I remember seeing it when I was really young. Because I thought, oh my god, the special effects and all that is just fantastic, and then you get into something like Star Wars, and you're like, okay, not so good special effects now. And I liked Richard Dreyfuss anyway. Richard Dreyfuss, I loved him in Jaws. As the shark guy. The shark expert. It really kind of portrays the way the government reacts to stuff also. How they do misinformation and tell you something else is wrong when it's not, and they know they're behind everything. Here they come, and it's a couple of helicopters. Do 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 do. So how is everybody's Monday going? Start of the work week? Just another 4 more days till the weekend. Yoo-hoo! Isn't it amazing how our life comes down to, I got to work 5 days so I get 2 days off. shouldn't be that way. It should just be you work all the time. I mean, you could. You don't even have to go to work for somebody. You can go to work for yourself. Yeah, right? It is what it is. Let me guess, you got a load coming in? You got to unload it? Mondays are always maddening, I think, because nobody worked the weekend, and the people that did work the weekend didn't do their job. So when it comes in on Monday, you gotta pick up all the slack. Gives everybody 2 days to sit around and think about what they need, and then Monday go get it. Now that I'm retired, it's just, I look back and go, what the hell did I do with my life? My whole life was about work. You think about it, 95% of your life is spent working just so you can have a place to put your head and sleep and have food and clothing and warmth and shelter. That's crazy. Leg day. Oh, yeah. And then Tuesday, you can't walk. Or you're walking, but you're limping. But see, you shouldn't think of it that way, Kazuri. You should think of it as, oh, yeah, it's leg day. Yeah. That's what I say about work, too. I got to go to work. No, it's, yay, I got to go to work, because if you're out of a job, man, you're looking for work. You're just looking for it. You come down to, I can't pay my bills, I can't have my internet, I can't have my phone. I mean, literally it's about owning us, is what the world is about. They own us because they make us want telephones, these, supercomputer phones that we have. They make us want them so bad that there are people that are addicted to them. I remember when... Oh, yes, absolutely. It was worse in the medieval time. I'm the first to say I think technology is wonderful. I think we've gone in the right direction. I would like to see technology take over. Now, I'm not talking AI, John Connor, Terminator bullshit. I'm talking about robots working, doing the hard labor work, that kind of stuff. More of that. More of the automation to free up people. But the way it's going, it's going so slow because by the time the automation gets around, it's automated so we can work longer hours. Or we're going to take this away from you and let the robot do it so you can do something else that benefits our company, that makes us more money. Where I think technology should be for the benefit of everybody and then shared by everybody. But I ask this question all the time. What would you do if everything that you needed to survive was given to you? A perfect communal, agrarian living situation. Your house is paid for, you have a vehicle, you have everything you need to do whatever you want to do. You have food, so you don't have to worry about food, how to get it, how to pay for it, or any of that. What would you do with your life? And besides travel, because most people, because they work, they don't travel. Okay? So they haven't seen other parts of the world. So that's granted, okay? Everybody gets to travel. That you get to go wherever you want, whenever you want, how you want, and it doesn't cost you a dime. You just get on board an airplane or a boat or whatever and go view it, and then when you get back. But when all that's done, when all that's over and you've seen everything you wanted to see, the pyramids of Cairo, you've seen, hey, Ben, the hell you doing? You should be at work, buddy. Lurk in my stream. Sure. Okay, but that's the question. That's the way you would be is a princess with no purpose. That's a great analogy. But as the princess, you can do whatever you want. What would you do? See, now that comes from a working man. Kazuri, that attitude comes from a working man. Be lazy and not do anything. But think about it. Now you're lazy and you haven't been doing anything for 6 years. Let's just give it 6 years of sitting on your ass at home, doing nothing, watching TV, whatever whatever your heart desires, because it's all paid for, right? It's all given to you. You don't have to work anymore. Can you sit around and be lazy for the rest of your life? For 40 years? I'm only telling you 6. After 6, what are you going to do? Focus on entertainment. Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, your entertainment is wrestling? Absolutely. That would be a great thing. I mean, you think about it like in Star Trek. They had food given to them. They had a place to stay. They were traveling on a spaceship. They had no wants or needs for money. I'm talking the original, not the bullshit spin-offs they had. The original Captain Kirk, Mr. Spock. That society. There was no racism, even though they had shows about racism. Remember the black-white episode? But he's black on the left, and I'm white on the left. He's inferior. That was a great episode. That just showed how petty people can be. I love that episode. But I would focus on knowledge. I would focus on advancing science. Why No Man's Sky, Kazuri? Because you can just make whatever you want there. I don't get why I want you to make me play No Man's Sky. What did I say? What did I do? Somebody's blowing up some shit. Destroying some stuff. There's no objective. Well, there is no major objective. I mean, if you follow the storyline in No Man's Sky, that's pretty interesting. But, you have smaller goals like a better ship, build a bigger base, a better base, build a base underwater, build a base above the water, build a base on the cliffside, explore planets and put your names on it, Get out there where nobody else is there and name your own planets. Then to come find out it's all in the Matrix. It's just all part of the Matrix. I like No Man's Sky because it's open. Yes. Absolutely. See, and I think that would happen, Fee. I think that would happen. Take care of your families, because you would have all the time in the world to spend more time with your family, to get to know your family, to have fun with them, to go explore, and I guess that would be my biggest thing. Is I would do a lot more with my family on a daily basis. I would learn as much as I could about anything and everything I wanted to learn. Like, if I want to know how to program, I would learn computer science. If I wanted to learn about biology, I would learn about biology. If I knew a lot about biology, I'd want to teach other people about biology. Now that's just an example of biology, but it could be anything, you know. Like my background is all construction and engineering. I was a nuclear engineer in the Navy. I learned about nuclear power, just heat transfer physics, fluid dynamics. I learned all that stuff, which was amazingly interesting. I would like to learn more to the point where I wouldn't say I was an expert, but close to an expert. Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly. I taught you how to do logistics, and then it's up to you if you want to do more logistics or less logistics. I like teaching people. It gives me that satisfaction that I just helped somebody to learn something very valuable. And I did that a lot with construction. I don't know if I can pick up this from here. Yep. So, yeah, I would like to teach, but I'd also like to know that I am, an expert in the field, as you would say. That I have the knowledge to teach people, and that I'd be teaching them correctly and properly. Just because I teach something one day, 2 years down the road, that could change. Son of a bitch! Did I not grab crates? Oh, I did. Man, I almost had a heart attack there that I didn't grab crates of this stuff. Alright. I got 258. There's another 60. Oh, that's all 300. Alright, there we go. Okay, I can't put that in there. Oh, you know what? I'm going to take... Oh, let's box it up. I'm going to go get all my shit out of the MPF. So, it's just food for thought. Not that it's ever going to happen in my lifetime. I guarantee it's not. Our technology and our politics and everything keeps us from having that ability. So, it's not going to happen in my lifetime. Hopefully, somebody along the line will start to initiate it, and eventually it'll happen, but for right now, nope, not going to happen. See if there's anything done. No, nothing hanging out. Not much in MPF. Well, okay, but see, that would be the thing, Kazuri. You wouldn't have people there that weren't there on their own fruition. They would want to be there to learn. Else, why would you... R1 haulers, really? What What happened to our crane? That was down here. It's gone. Somebody stole the crane. Because normally I could crane one to the next crane to the next crane. And now that crane is gone. Somebody took it. So, I don't think you'd have that problem, Kazuri, is what I'm saying. You would have people there that would want to learn from you. Now, the young would still have to do some basic schooling. It's not like you would pop out of your mom's womb and say, hey, I don't want to go to school. I mean, more or less to advance as a species, you'd have to have some sort of required schooling. But I mean, if you look at it, if you think about it, could you have finished school earlier than 12 years? I think you could have. So I don't think 12 years of schooling is the way to go. I think the only reason we have 12 years of schooling now is because people work. And when they work, they need a place for their kids to be. If their kids aren't in school, they got to be at home. And they can't be at home by themselves at 8 years old. Holy shit. Imagine what your house would look like. No. Exactly. Exactly. So I think it was proven that you can finish all the way to a high school education in old single room rural farmhouses, farming communities. They had schools. Why is the fucking thing here? So it was probably to help load that train, but yet then they didn't take it back. A lot of people didn't make it past 8 years of education, and they learned everything they needed to learn. So I think 8 years, and I think we started too early. You know, I mean, kindergarten's 5th grade, or 5 years old, right? Most kids are just starting to learn at 5 years old. Can I reach that? Nope. And then kids learn at different rates too. There are kids that learn really fast, and they could get accelerated schooling. And there are kids that are just really slow to learn. But I think if they were given the opportunity, as soon as you learn all this shit, you're done with school. I think a lot of kids would just like accelerate their schooling just so they can get out of school. Get it done and over with. And then once they get whatever they want to do with their life out of their system and realize, I don't have to work, I don't have to, do any of that stuff. I don't have to, I think there would be a lot more. Wow, he's got some kick to him. So much so my nose is running. Do we not have any box? Yeah, we do. I don't know why I'm getting a box truck out. Oh, I gotta go put in my MPF queues. Yeah, that's a possibility. I mean, it is a byproduct of it, by absolute. I don't disagree with that. But I don't think that's the primary purpose. Because if you wanted to, you could send your kids to private school. It just costs more money. All right. All right. Next one. All right, next one I need 500. 1,000. I agree with that. I don't think, with all the money that goes into public education, I don't think they're putting enough money into public education. Teachers shouldn't have to ask for Kleenexes and, well, of course, because they can't say, without it, your kids aren't going to be able to blow their nose. But I mean, I look at every year, what. It's understandable to say the kids need notebooks, they need pencils, and you got to bring that shit. You got to go to the store and buy it and get it all. All right? That's understandable. But to say, if you can help us, Skipwreck,
Hello.
how are
Hello,
you,
my
my friend?
friends. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing better. A lot better.
Got over your cold?
Yeah. Me, my wife, and kids.
Oh,
Feeling better already.
good for you guys. Good for you guys.
Okay, let me see what I can do to help out the war. See you soon, my friend.
Yep.
Bye.
Take care, buddy. Well, that's because they're allowing people who have money to give to the people that are less fortunate. The kids that don't have the money. It's kind of like, yeah, kids don't know anything but what's fair. Why should one kid have more than the next kid? Right? Kids don't know the difference. Adults do. Kids don't. So kids don't see it as unreasonable to throw it into only adults do, because the adults are like, you know what? I paid for this and I want my kid to have it. Instead of, I paid for it, but yeah, let everybody use it as long as everybody gets a chance to use it. It kind of happened that way with COVID with computers. Oh, we're going to let everybody stay at home and learn from home. Well, I don't have internet and I don't have a computer at home because I don't make enough money. So what do you do with those people? You know, I mean, we can't all be the same. We all have different living situations. I don't know. I get your feelings, Kazuri. I really do. I went through it with my kids. But you always got to look at both sides of the coin. All right, I already. Oh, I need to do this one. 600 and 500. Right? That's always a plus. Oh, all right, 600 of EMATs and 500. 3, 4, 500 EMATs. Yep, there we go. All right, that'll give me tremolas. All right, and then the last thing I want to make, I think I just did. Yeah, I just did gas grenades. I needed 800. I don't need this anymore. Yeah, gas grenades are just BMATs. There's 5, 6, 7, 800. All right. Let's make gas grenades. All right. And those are all set. I'm going to put these as GDMC. go. Put that in there for anybody to use. Get out of this truck. Oh, I don't want to leave it here. Let's go get some scrap. But the world is full of different people with different ideas. I mean, I don't know how many people I've met that squander and take advantage because I don't even know why. You know, it's kind of like free college. No, I haven't played it yet. I don't even think I have my. I was set to U-boat still. I was playing U-boat on Sunday, so I don't even have my soundboard turned on. There, I do now. All right. Well, just for Kazuri, the Logi Island Boys #1 hit. Yes, it is very easy to be lazy and not responsible, and for letting somebody else take care of you. That comes from Darwin, the fact that we are anti-Darwin. Where do you think that stems from, though, Kazuri? How do you think that came about? What's your opinion on that? I agree, upbringing. Yep. Absolutely. You can always go back to blaming the parents and their lifestyle. Absolutely. I wholeheartedly agree with that. I don't think that's the entire cause, though, because what causes their parents to be that way, the upbringing? What causes them to be that way? Well, it's working 40 hours a week or more to try to provide food and clothing and everything else for your family, and just the essentials. At the same time, you want to go have fun and enjoy your life, not just a life of work all the time and provide for everybody else. You know, we get to that point where we don't take care of our own parents when they get elderly. We put them in a home. We put them somewhere where somebody else can take care of them, so we don't have to. Is that right or wrong? I'm not going to say right or wrong. Is it good or bad? I would say it's more of a good or bad question than a right or wrong. Only because some of the old ancient societies had always taken care of their elderly. If you look at a perfect prime example of that is the original Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Okay? If you look at the lifestyle of the kid of Willy, was that his name, Willy? Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Willy Wonka was the guy in charge of the factory. So the boy, whatever his name was. Their whole family, their whole generations of family lived in the same household. And they all took care of each other. Yeah, all in one room, all in one bed. That's the scary part. In my opinion, that's the scary part. All right, so that took 3 loads. Yeah, 3 loads to top this back off. So I can't do any more than that. And I'm going to go back and get the rest. And then I'll figure with as much as I use, maybe I'll do 3 loads of stuff for HMATs, or for explosive, for EMATs. You know, it's just like you think about the gold rush, okay? I did not realize that the majority of people in the gold rush that were millionaires of the gold rush were not the people who found the gold. The millionaires were created by the people that supplied the supplies for the gold miners. Those are the business people that made a shit ton of money and they became millionaires. It was not. There was a couple, don't get me wrong, there was a couple of people that had gold mines and they became millionaires because they found gold. They struck it rich. But more people struck it rich supplying the gold miners and all the people that failed than actual gold miners that struck it rich. Very, very, very quietly, Kazuri. Very quietly. I don't even want to think about the logistics behind that. Maybe they had a copulating room. Or maybe it was like on the weekend, everybody went to the park except for the new parents. They had to stay at the house and clean. They had to clean the house. Well, everybody else took Grandpa and Grandma's to the park so they could see the birds and the bees. Yeah, it's possible. I mean, there's solutions to every problem. There always is. Always solutions to every problem. Some solutions are just better than others. Nothing wrong with tangents. I like talking to people, and I like hearing their opinions and their views. You know, this is one of those streams that I don't care what kind of opinion you have, left, right, middle. You know, you're free. You're free here, as far as I'm concerned, to discuss whatever you want. The beauty part of it is, if it's something I don't want to talk about, I don't have to. But I haven't approached a subject yet that I really don't have a problem talking about. There are subjects that I'm not knowledgeable on, that I don't feel qualified to talk about, and I'll just say that. I am not an expert. I don't feel qualified in even giving an opinion, because I don't know enough about it. You know, for instance, string theory or quantum mechanics. Do I feel I'm qualified enough to talk about that? Fuck no. You know, so I'm not going to talk about it. You know, I've heard little bits and pieces here and there from other people. I like listening about it. I tried watching this program on string theory, and after the first, I want to say 15 to 18 minutes into the program, I was fucking lost. I was like, what? It was some out there shit. But it was probably because I just didn't have enough background knowledge of what they were talking about. You know, they were talking to their peers or to people that already know stuff, and I didn't. So it was like, you know, it's like going to a class in advanced calculus and not even knowing how to add or subtract. You know, not even having basic math skills. How the hell are you supposed to understand? All right, I think that's good. That's 3 hours of cook time on my EMATs. My BMATs will be full again. So I'm going to put this truck up, and then I'm going to go back to Ashtown and start collecting components. See how many components I can get. All right, we're going to end this way. Running down the middle of the road. Oh. Now he feels bad. He stopped. He stopped because he feels bad. That's my Darwinism. That's what I talk about with Darwinism. We're an anti-Darwin society. We protect the people that shouldn't be protected. I just don't get it. You know, if you want something to a species to evolve and become stronger, you don't cater to the weak. Now, Darwin was talking about physicality, but you can do the same thing with mental. Well, I understand why people do it because yeah, they have a life, they have a you know, a reason to live just like anybody else, but not at my expense. You know, and that's where it comes down to it. It's at my expense that they have to be alive. You know, I don't know. It's a touchy two-edged sword to even talk about. I think these were my wrench and stuff from before. All right, we're gonna go see if there's a truck available instead of me grabbing one right off the bat. Yeah. Well, and it's because of society, and I don't want to say norms. It's because of society demonizing people for their opinions. Ah, Jesus Christ. Are you serious? I'm going to unlock both these trucks. Alright, let me see what we got going on. Got lots there. Not so much. Not so much. Alright, well. We'll go ahead a partial load. Come on, people! Ah, Jesus Christ. All these vehicles and they're all locked. And they're parked like crap.
I mean, it does have the same cannon as the Falchions.
Yes. Hence participation trophies. There are certain things I don't mind everybody being good with. But there are other things that, no. You need to earn that, or you need to work a little harder to get that. But yeah, I agree. Society's always been that way, and that's because of the two different views of looking at it. You know, we need to help these people because they're less fortunate. Why are they less fortunate? You know, have you ever asked that question? Why are they less fortunate? Because they don't work hard enough? Or are they physically or mentally incapable of it? See, that is the difference. I know a lot of people that they take advantage of the system Yep. Exactly, PH. Exactly, Fee. I just don't think it should be at the expense of everybody. Of course, how else do you do it? You know, when you put money as the means of getting anything done, you know what I'm saying? Well, you could say it the other way around, too. Why is the manager who doesn't pick up any weight making 3 times your wage? Like, that's why I went into management, because there was more money in it. And you physically had to do less. But there's a lot of headaches that go along with it. Yes, leading by example is always the best way. I was one of those managers. I wouldn't require you to sweep the floor or to clean the bathroom if I hadn't already done it. I'll clean it the first time and show you, look, this is not beneath me. I just have more important things to do as the manager. But look, I can clean the bathroom just as well as you can. And I expect you to clean it as well as I did. There you go. End of story. I did that with all my new people. All my new people that I trained, their orientation was to watch me do it once. And do it properly. And then I expected them to do it at least as well, if not better. If they did it the same as me, then, you know, they're average workers. Yeah, absolutely. They're good workers, but they're average. But if they did it better than me and went above and beyond, those are the ones I want to start promoting and giving bonuses to, and you know, giving them first pick at the time off they want.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. See,
Were they protesting fit people? Jesus, there's 71 RMATs here. You know what? I'm going to take some of those. Fuck, I can't take it. Alright, I'm going to take 30 of them. And I'll build a flatbed. 10, 20, 30. Okay. It's enough to build a flatbed, and I'll build a flatbed before I leave. Oh. Yeah, I mean, unless you like what they're protesting. Upside down American flags? No. Yeah. I wouldn't even give them the time of day. I wouldn't even give them the time of day. They're not worth your time. Let's put it that way. Not worth your time at all. Because they're delusional, for one. It's funny how delusional and Democrat start with the same letter. Uh-oh. I talked politics. It is to a certain point. I think protesting is fine. Peaceful protesting is fine because it gets attention brought to your cause. But it's when it gets out of hand, looting, rioting, that kind of stuff. That does not fly with me. That's not peaceful protesting. That's not protesting, period. Because there's some issues people just don't know about until you tell them. And one of the best ways to tell them is to have a protest. Where you can inform them. But if you're nasty and rude, people aren't going to want to even listen to you. Okay, but it probably does. We protested for women's rights. Shit. I knew it. I should have checked it before I got up here. Is he actually taking it? Yes, god damn it. Drove all the way up here. Fuck. Well, if you had a protest that was peaceful and people willing to have conversations and not just throw accusations, I think it would be a lot more informative. For instance, you have somebody sitting at a table that says, blah, 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 convince me I'm wrong. And you have people come up and they get irate at them for even asking. Well, that's not how you hold a discourse. That's not how you hold a conversation. If you want to change my mind, then tell me what you need to tell me to change my mind. I'm not going to change my mind if I don't know the facts or if I don't know your side of the story. But that's a lot of what's wrong with people today, is that they listen to one side and that's it. My wife is a perfect example of that. I'm sorry. She only listens to one side of the topic, and that's it. And her way is the only way. She thinks right now, she thinks Elon Musk is, raping the country and stealing all of our money, but yet he's the richest man in the world. Why does he need to steal our money? But I can't talk to her about it. She will not talk to me. She yells and she screams. So I avoid the topic with her because she's not one I want to have a discourse with. And if I went to a protest and they were yelling and screaming, I've seen all these protests where they got bullhorns out and they're just screaming, and that's not a protest. That's almost to the point of a riot. You want to sit down and have a civil discussion? Absolutely. Then I think, you might be able to change my mind. But I also have a very open mind. A lot of people don't have an open mind. They get it set in their ways, and they can't be told they're wrong. And that's a lot of the problem with people. A lot of the problem. All right, fair enough. They got 500. But there's only certain people you can have that with. Like, I had a very, very civil conversation with a guy who is very Christian, and I'm not a Christian. And so we had many, many nights of great conversation. I didn't convince him, and he didn't convince me. But I bet you we both thought about the other's opinion. And at least thought about it. And that's a good thing. But unfortunately, people that are extreme usually don't want to hear another opinion anyway. And then they sit there and rant and rave that they don't understand why nobody else can see their side of see their point or see their side. And it's like, well, that's because you're an asshole to talk to. Who would want to talk to you? Let's go ahead and take all this. But I'm not saying I have all the answers either. So, but I am one of those people that will listen to both sides of a story. If I don't know anything about the subject, I will listen to both sides of the story, and then I make up my own mind. But I listen to both sides. I don't pick one side and then say, oh, I'll listen to the other side. I don't. I actually listen to the other side and see what they're saying, because I want to know their point of view. But finding somebody that's knowledgeable enough is the hard part. 600. That doesn't have any diesel or any gas. I should get a box truck and run gas up there, but you know what? I'm just going to run over to my other one. I'll sit there for a while and collect components. Absolutely. And that's the other way of thinking about it too, right, Fee? But if you don't even try to listen to the other side, how do you know that your side is the right side? You know, my wife starts off that, first of all, she calls me, Elon Musk fanboy. She goes, well, you're just an Elon Musk fanboy. So she insults me right off the bat. And that's going to get me to listen to your side of the story. How? So I ignore that. And then I ask her, how is he a problem? What is he doing? What does he do that is so bad and so negative? And she can't answer the question. He's digging into stuff that he has no right to do. He was not appointed. And I was like, no. And the government watchdogs that normally do this aren't appointed either. There's always been a department that is supposed to keep an eye out on bribery and corruption. The problem is they're just as corrupt as the government. You pay them $50,000 and they look the other way. Well, Elon, you can't be bribed with money. He is the richest man in the world. So you're not going to bribe him. And I think that's why people don't like what's going on. They don't want these watchdogs and bean counters checking shit out. Because we have those already, but they're not doing their job. I love the fact that Elon said, I want you to list 5 things you did this week in order for you to keep your job. What did you do this week? Now that should be a simple thing for anybody to do. Simple. And they threw a fit. Why is he? Well, he was put in charge, and this is what he's saying. I want to know what you do. Tell me what you do. If you're working, you shouldn't have any fears whatsoever about what you're doing. But if you're not working and you're just collecting a paycheck every day you go to work and you don't do anything, you don't need to be there. That's waste. I mean, it's downright criminal because you're taking wages and doing nothing. that to me is stealing. Outright stealing is just as bad as grabbing a $20 bill out of the cash register. You know, if I'm paying you, look at it as from the owner's point of view. If I'm paying you to put these red chips from one table to the other table, and I'm paying you to do that, and you don't do it, what am I paying you for? Right? I'm paying you to do something. You should do it. If you're finding out ways of not doing it, that doesn't do me any good because we're not getting the work done, but I'm paying you to do the work. And why am I paying you to do the work? I am paying you so you don't have to go out and grow your own vegetables, build your own house, and take care of your own livestock, because you're paying somebody else to do that for you. You're paying McDonald's to give you food, right? But you have to earn that money to pay McDonald's. So in order to earn that money, you have to go to work for somebody, or you have to sell something. Make something of your own and sell it, and then you have your money. I guarantee you, if more people did that, they would realize the value of their money. But because they work for it, I don't think they realize the value of their money. I really don't. It's just, I don't know. I don't get it. I'm paying you to do a job, do your job. That's simple. And you're doing your job because you need the money to pay for your cell phone, to pay for your apartment. You're doing it to pay for your food, the stuff you drink, clothes you wear on your back. You could make the clothes you wear on your back. You could grow your own food. So those are two things you wouldn't have to go to work for, but you choose not to. You choose to not do those things and work instead. Because nobody is forcing you to go to work. Unless you're living off somebody else. You know, if you're living off the government, well, that's my taxpayer money. I pay taxes on every fucking thing. I had a lady the other day, I watched a video, which was hilarious. She goes, okay, look, I go to work and I earn money at a job. Say I make $50. I get taxed on that $50. Then I take that $50 and I go buy something. And I give them part of my money. And then they get that as an income. And that income is taxed. So now the money I earned and already has been taxed, I gave to somebody else for something they gave me, and now they're getting taxed on that money that's already been taxed. And then they use that money to buy product to have for you to buy, and they get taxed when they pay for their product. The company that gave them the product is getting taxed on that same money. So it just trickles on down. It's just tax, 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 tax. I think this is the biggest con job there is. All right. I heard you talking. All right. I love to hear the other side. Yep. When I worked last summer, I had times that, yeah, okay, you were lazy and it's okay. Yeah. Exactly. Okay. So there are going to be downtime. And that's the advantage of working for a boss that has downtime and he still pays you. Could you imagine if you went to work every day and your boss would say, okay, I've got 2 hours of work today, 2 hours of work to do. And after that, you're done. Go home. Would you stay at that job? No, because you couldn't make enough money. So he's paying you at times to not do anything to keep you there as a good employee to keep doing your job. But if you're a shit employee, why would he want to keep you? Because there are jobs out there like that. Day jobs The only way you're working is if somebody comes along and says, I need somebody to work for me. And that's the only time you get paid for it. That's rough. That is really a rough way to live. I would much rather go to work for somebody and get paid, even though there's nothing to do, and pretend I'm working, or make it look like I'm doing something when I'm not, and get paid for it, than to say, all right, well, you're done. We don't have any more work for you today. Go home. That would really cut into your paycheck if you're getting paid by the hour. My problem comes from people that don't even attempt to work. They know more about, and I think I was starting in on a conversation about that. I know people that know how to manipulate the system. That's why you think a school guard is an amazing job? Well, yeah, you're protecting our kids. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I love to. Now, here's the deal. You know, you're taking a job that, yeah, it's pretty cushy 99% of the time. But there's going to come that 1% day that you're going to go to work and there's going to be a threat. And then that's your job to take care of it. But you do. Okay? It's kind of like being a police officer. You can sit in your car and eat donuts all day long and nothing's going to happen. And all of a sudden there's a bank robbery and people shooting at you, trying to kill you. And that's a shitty day at work. Okay? But that's your job. So you go from zero to hero, or from hero to zero, really quickly. Security guard can be the same way. I respect all security guards. Because there's going to come that one day when, and hopefully never, that'll never happen, Fee, but there may be that one day that you're going to have to put your life on the line to save those kids, or to do the right thing to protect those kids. And hopefully it won't ever happen. Now, if you're just a watchdog, that's one thing. But yeah, for the most part, security is a piece of cake job until shit goes south. When that one thing happens. And then it's all about you. Then it's on you. So I have the highest respect. That's why I don't have a problem with law enforcement. Yes. I don't have any ill will towards law enforcement or even security from that aspect. Now, the downfall to that is most people that have that authority and that responsibility, power corrupts. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. So when you're given the authority over somebody else and you abuse it like a tyrant, that doesn't happen. I don't like either. For instance, you know, cops coming to your door and barging in without a warrant, that doesn't fly with me. That's just a tyrant cop. That's a cop that thinks he is above everybody else. If you come to my door and you respect me and you talk normal to me, and understand that if you say, can I come in and search your house? And I say no, and you're like, okay, not a problem. But if you go, fine, I'm going to stand here with my foot in the door until the warrant comes through. That's a tyrant. You leave, come back when you have your warrant, signed by a judge. That means you have probable cause to come into my house and search. If I'm doing something illegal, absolutely, you still have to do it the legal way of getting to it. So if I'm harboring a fugitive, and then if you find out I am harboring a fugitive, I should get charged and go to jail for harboring a fugitive. That's simple. That's, I mean, that's how the justice system works. Because unfortunately, the justice system doesn't work very well, and it's very hard. And when you have somebody, we have this problem in Montana with DUIs. I see all the time in the paper, this is this person's 10th DUI. He shouldn't even got a second DUI. And shit should have been slammed down on him. Take away his vehicle. Take away his license. You know, put a breathalyzer in his vehicle. You know, do all those things. But when they're on their 10th one, why are they fucking driving? How do you get 10? Yeah. But it doesn't, because we have some softies. You know, we have judges that are softies. I gotta see if there's any of these mines are producing anything worth of shit. Alright, there's quite a few up there. I'm gonna go turn this in and then go up to that other mine. Hopefully I can get there before that guy gets there last time. He beat me there. He got 1,200 components. Yeah, the justice system's not perfect, but it is the only justice system we have. And if everything was perfect, we'd already be doing it that way. But because it's not perfect, it's just the best we have. And the best we have to work with. Oh, smack! I just ran that guy over getting out of the train. Yeah. That deserves to play the song. Here it comes. We will run you over. Oh, smack. Now, that was just poor timing on that guy's part. Bad timing.
Touching the blueberry waves, we're locked in. We're like the sky, like stars from the ground. In the symphony of chaos, our hearts pound. Synchronized blast, we're about it. Touching the blueberry waves, we're locked in. We're like the sky, like stars from the ground. In the symphony of chaos, our smack. Our smack. We will roll you over, smack.
I was looking to see if there was maybe some petrol close by. I might come back and get some, but not going to worry too much about it. I need to get petrol on this other mine down here so it produces a little faster. Sure. Absolutely. I mean, that's... There again, that goes right back to law enforcement, military. It's the same deal. I felt the patriotism. I felt the patriotic call to go serve my country and protect the rights of everybody here that live here. And their freedoms. And their freedoms of speech, their freedoms of the press, the freedoms against tyranny. You know, I believe in all that. I really do. Because you're only here on the earth once. Why would I want to be a slave the entire time I'm on the earth? I'd rather have the freedom to do what I want. Is it raining? Oh. My daughter's trying to let the dogs out, and it's kind of rainy, snowy, and one of the dogs is like, no way, I ain't going. Nope, ain't gonna happen. But he'll go roll in a big pile of shit. But he doesn't like to get wet. Is he gonna take my components? Nope. Oops, that ain't the component of mine. No, he went outside. I think he likes it when she coaxes him to go out because he's getting more attention. And that's all he's seeking is just more attention. He's an attention hound. But that's the way dogs are. All dogs love. All dogs love. They love to be loved. They love to be petted. They love to be affectionate. Sorry, Kazuri. Alright, I need to get some petrol and take it up to that mine. Not going to be a lot of petrol, but now I just got to find petrol mine. I got to find petrol. Oh yeah, dogs are amazing. Now there's 99. It's better than nothing. Alright, so I gotta go this way. Not a lot of petrol here. There's only 99, but I'm only gonna grab 15 of those 99. At least take it up there and get some get some petrol going up on that mine, get a little bit more. Well, you know exactly what I'm talking about, Kazuri. Dogs, you know, they got to blend in with their environment. And that's why they do it. Oh. I mean, it's no different than when you go hunting. If you've ever bow hunted, you know it's all about scent. If you want to get close to an animal when you're bow hunting, you need to smell like the environment. Otherwise, they recognize the scent of something that isn't normal. Okay, so, but that's fine because they're still getting nutrition out of it. It may sound disgusting to us, but when you understand how their digestive system works, I just learned this the other day that how, God, what the hell was it now? See, I just briefly watched it, so I'm not an expert at it. Cows have a different type of digestive system. Yeah, I know, sweetie, they have 4 stomachs, but it's not a digestive system like ours, where we have an acid in it. It breaks it down into that matter that then we use to absorb into our body for nutrients. It doesn't work that way. And what was it? It was in reference to? I want to say it was in reference to. Like a vegan. It was something like that. It had something to do with vegans saying that, something about cows eat grass. Yeah, I don't remember exactly how it went, but it just made me step back going, "Oh, I did not realize that about cows, that they had a different way of digestion." All right, we're going to sit here for a little bit and see how much petrol this fills up. So 1 truckload is about a little over half, because it's still filling. And it had absolutely no petrol in it. So 1,500 liters. Okay, there we go. So about 3/4. I guess that's about 3/4. Yeah, that's about 3/4. So 1 truckload will give you 3/4 petrol. So a tanker truck, which has 25, should fill a mine. All right, so now at least this one's got petrol. It'll start producing more components. And since I pull a lot of the components out of here, I don't mind bringing petrol up. Plus, I stole the petrol anyway. I didn't steal it. I just borrowed it without returning it. Isn't that what most people say? I didn't steal it. I just borrowed it without returning it. Well, that's the true definition of stealing. Oh! Almost missed that turn and that gate. All right, let's see. Almost 1,000 there now. 700 up there. All right, let's put these components in there. Let's back up. Grab those and close up. Yep. Back to the first mine. There's like 900 in it.
Pack it up, pack it in, let me begin. I came to win, battle me, that's a sin. I won't ever slack up, punk, you better back up. Try and play the role and you're the whole crew will act up. Get up, stand up, come on, throw your hands up if you got the feeling. Jump up, touch the ceiling, monsters of fun flow. Someone's fucking jump, yo, I bust them in the eye. And then I'll take the
Can't
pumps
drive
up,
for shit.
funkin', amps in the trunk, and I got more.
Hands in a Dunkin' Donut. Oh, man. Ugh. Alright, let's see. We're next. There's 600 there. 200. I need to run up to that mine up there. Let's go drop this off, and then we'll go up to the far mine. And then top it off with what's at the mine below. We're going to take this truck and go hit that other one that's just down the road here.
Pack it up, pack it in, let me begin. I came to win, battle me, that's a sin. I came to roll out, I came to roll out. Transform your ass and jump around. Jump, 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 jump. Transform your ass and jump around. Jump, 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 jump. Jump up to roll out. I'm the world's only hope, don't you know? Megatron steps up, I'll be smacking the floor. I'm all fueled up and I'm ready to go. All the Autobots are ready to roll. Bumblebee, Starscream, GOP, protecting the planet throughout history. Decepticons can't fuck with me. Stick the cube up their ass, leave them under the sea.
Hey guys, I need like 200 components. Can you top me off?
No, speak English.
Alright, thanks. No speak English. Said that pretty good in English too. So you think he was just, I don't speak no English? I should have said something like, I don't speak English either. Alright, let's go turn this in. And let's head up to that far mine. Alright, well, Close Encounters of the Third Kind is over for our Monday movie madness. And I missed that turn entirely. Hopefully I can get up there before somebody else grabs it. All right, Fee. Appreciate you jumping in the stream, my friend. Thank you very much. And we'll see you probably tomorrow. I don't know. I don't know if I'll play Foxhole tomorrow. I haven't decided yet. I kind of, after playing Sunday, I played a little game called U-Boat or U-Boot, B-O-O-T, and I'm kind of getting back into the submarine thing again. So I don't know. Maybe I'll play some U-Boat. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, Fee, thanks so much for joining us, and we'll see you later. Have a good night. Oh. Twilight Zone the movie or Mars Attacks? Both of those are good. Yeah. Yeah, I can't get anybody to come back to that. Everybody keeps saying it's too much work. 1966 comedy called The Glass Bottom Boat? I don't think I've ever heard that movie. Okay, we're going to watch that. It's a comedy, and it's from 1966. I was 2 years old at the time. Yep, I'm ready for Easy Red anytime you are, Kazuri. You just, holy shit. Didn't I bring fuel? No, I didn't bring fuel up here. But we're out of petrol up here, too. So, let's just go down to the lower mine and get what we need to fill up this truck. Oh, did I get all your components? Okay, this was kind of funny. They have a tour boat with a glass bottom tour boat. Uh-oh. Come on! I can do it! I can do it! Spin those wheels! Mud runner! Mud runner! Woohoo! There we go. There we go. That'll top me off. Anyway, they got a glass bottom boat, tour boat, and then they have a woman dressed up as a mermaid, and she goes swimming under there, and he's like, well, just in case you see a mermaid, you know, holler out or whatever. And this fisherman happened to snag this woman that is dressed like a mermaid and pulled her mermaid uniform, her mermaid clothing off. And for the 60s, that was risky, man. Good, wholesome comedy right there. Doris Day. That's who that is. Rod Taylor and Doris Day. All right. Well, I think for right now, that's 10,200. Here's my phone. Let me add up, see how much of this I've got. See how much more I need to get tonight. 10,200 divided by 20 plus 84 I have in there already. That's 600 basically. So I got to do about another whole batch. Yeah. All right, let's back up here. Let's build a flatbed, and I'll go put it in. Whoop. Build a flatbed, and I'll go put it in the seaport for tomorrow for delivery. Because I had 30 RMATs on me. Then I'll come back after dinner and off camera do some more component mining. Because I can just sit at one component mine and collect a whole bunch of components while I watch TV. And I don't think I'm going to get down there without getting wet or muddy, so I may not be able to put this away. I don't know yet. I haven't talked it over with my daughter. We had spaghetti last night, so I'm not quite sure what we're having tonight. Oh. All right. We always got to end the stream with trying to get run over. So, let's try to get run over. Boom! Smackered! Oh, smackered hard, too! Man, there was no even looking back on that one. Holy shit. He just ran me over and kept going. That's funny shit right there. That's funny. All right. Well, guys, thanks everybody for coming. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to hit that follow button for me. It looks just like this. Like there. Yeah. I started ending my streams that way, Molo. I just decided to take everything off me, run down the middle of the street, and see who will run my ass over. A lot of people try to avoid you. Some people come to a complete stop. And some people, like that guy, just kept on going. So, anyway, guys, hit that follow button for me here on Twitch. Don't forget, I do have a YouTube page. You can go over there and hit subscribe. I upload all of my streams to YouTube, and I would really love it if you could subscribe to both places. Follow at one, subscribe to the other. It is one of the last things you can do in this world. It is absolutely free to do. Doesn't cost you a dime. So, yes. If you see me on the road, speed up, try to run me over. Thanks, Molo. Thanks, everybody, for watching. I am Captain Adonis, and I am out.